Yeah, so where we last left off, my fellow comrades, we were in a cavern following our friend Skullface, the warlock tiefling, to find out where the fuck he went off to. And me, Gothix, Monarch, and Skullface are about right here in the right, we seem to have found ourselves in a room filled with sarcophaguses, and that's where the party's at. So and let's see here. It seems that we might be a little fucked. It seems things are a little more on the dangerous side right now. Monarch has just shown up. Go ahead, Monarch. Roll 20 for initiative. That's what I need to do, is open Discord on my phone. Discord will be open on my phone. My chat will be open on the window. Got it. Yep, and then Pro Gamer Guns, you are not here yet. You are in town with Cowgirl. Last we see, and Cowgirl has bought, I don't know about this yet, but Cowgirl has bought me some spiked armor, and Blue some spiked armor. Blue might be able to show up a little later, but okay, yeah. So what's the initiative, babe? What's the initiative? What was your initiative there, Monarch? 4? You're right before the bad guys. Okay. There's no video on Discord. Okay.
Imagination time.
Imagination time. You will be using your head. If you can't open both, like one on your computer and one on your phone, that's kind of what most people would be doing, is they're opening one on their phone. Things will be moving faster because you hear me talking more direct. We'll give this a shot. If it doesn't work or it doesn't feel right, we'll change. We'll move on to a different way of doing it. But okay, so what's the initiative, babe?
You, Skullface, Monarch.
Roll for Gothix. 2. Yeah, we need to roll for Gothix. No. There should be no audio coming through on anybody else's sides. Hang on. Mute. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. I was wondering if that was gonna happen. Okay. Boom. So we got Max, Monarch, Skull. What we'll do is we'll be in this fight for a little bit. If it drags on for more than 15 minutes, then I will go back to Pro Gamer Guns and Cowgirl back in town with Blue. What was Gothic's roll? 18. Damn. Gothix, huh?
I say, if Pro Gamer Guns agrees, just traveling right now.
If you guys agree to, you and Cowgirl can both be heading towards. You guys can roleplay that if you like. All right, my friends. We find ourselves in a deep, dark crypt underneath the mansion. I'll do my best to describe it through, Theater of the Mind, Pro Gamer Guns, if you don't have the ability to go through both. But that's where I should get better with describing things. We proceeded to follow our ally, Skullface, the Tiefling Warlock, deeper into the crypts of the Underdark. And we found ourselves falling into a hole of a pit, if you will. Me knocked down to a decent amount of health. And proceeding to move forward with our ally, we we found ourselves in a room full of sarcophaguses, and through searching through one of the sarcophaguses, Skullface proceeded to try and investigate and to find any loot in the sarcophaguses. Upon reaching for the silver ring upon one of the skeletons, the skeleton's hand reached over and grabbed Skullface's hand and proceeded to crawl out of the crypts. We find ourselves face to face with 3 skeletons right now. The initiative is Gothic's. Here we go. We're at the fight. So I'm gonna move. Gothic's is gonna see the 2 other skeletons crawling out from the coffin to our right, and he's going to move up to the right side of Max between the skeletons, and he is going to roll for, let's say, his saber guns. Let's go. Load both guns up right now. Roll 20 for attack, Gothic's. Okay, Max. You got it, sir. Boom. 19. Holy crap. Gothic's rolled a 19. Alright, Gothic's roll for damage. His gun does 2d8 plus 5. Which is cool, because you can type that now. Ready? 2d8 plus 5. Oops. Oops, I forgot roll. 2d8 plus 5. Boom. Oh my fucking god, there has to be a space. 2d8 plus 5. God damn it. 17. Alright, so Gothic's grabs his 2 saber guns. He locked and loaded. Aims for the skeleton to the right. Let's see here, Mr. Skeleton. With a that echoes through the cave walls, you hear the sound of the bullets flying out at supersonic speed outside of Gothic's saber guns, and preceded by a sound of tumbling bones to the ground. That the skull yells out in a slight. Look at that, I took him out already. Okay, who's next? Max is up next. Okay, Maxie. I grab my sword out of my sheath and I pull it in my right hand. I move up to the skeleton to the... What up, hero? Yeah, we're playing a little D&D, man. Good to see you, bud. We got us chatting in the Discord right now. I'm going to roll for my attack. I got the Discord chat in the window to the right. We just started doing D&D on the channel not too long ago. Let's see here. Boom. I rolled a 4. With a swing and a miss, I fucking strike at the skeleton. He barely does a dodge, and he stops my sword, ching, just short of hitting him. It is now Skullface. It's your turn, buddy. All right, so you and Cowgirl. So Pro Gamer Guns and Power Cowgirl are gonna fly on her dolphin, and Blue are gonna fly on their dolphin. They're heading towards Transcendar Mansion, where we at right now. Hero is an old friend of ours. The channel has grown to a lot of different things now. We roleplay a lot more on the channel now, Hero. I am your host, King Max. These are my knights and compadres at my side. You know, I'm your dual-wielding, lightning-bending swordsman. Cowgirl is our fire enchantress with her little dragon pet. We got Monarch, the barterfly. We got Pro Gamer Guns, the fawn fighter as well. We got Blue Knight, the paladin. Gothic's is our vampire assassin. And Eldritch Blast. Jumping back towards you and Gothic's. I jump back. All right. Skullface backs up a little bit, takes a couple steps back, dumps, and shoots his Eldritch Blast. Go ahead, do your 1d10 damage, my friend. Probably gonna move the chat to here because you can see it. Now I have to change that because you can't read any of that. Just white on white background. There's nothing I can do with Discord. Like, it sucks with that. Like, you can't. I can maybe change the color completely. I rolled an 8. You do need to... You need to roll a 20 for attack, right? Yeah. You need to roll 20 to see if you hit, my friend. 11. Okay, we'll count 11 plus 7, right? Yeah, that's a hit, my friend. That's a 18. That hits the skull. All right, and that does 8 damage. All right, so Skullface starts to grow this red arcane magic in his hand as he pulls back and aims towards the skeleton in front of you, right? Towards the skeleton, shoot an Eldritch Blast. Which skeleton are you attacking? I like this, though, because there's a lot less delay. Like, you can... They can't see.
Half of these people.
Yeah, half these people they can't see. Well, if that's the case, you know, we can go back to Twitch. I don't want people to not be able to see either. What? Pay for what? Oh, these things are free. Yeah, I know, right? This is just popping in before I go to bed. Sorry I can't stay for long. Classes have been killing me. It's all right. It's good to see you, Sir Knight. I miss you. I love you. It's great to see you again. You know, come around anytime, bud. You're welcome in our kingdom more at any time, man. Good luck in school and stuff like that. All right, you know, I'll be on tomorrow too. All right. Okay, so the one closest. All right, so he gets the arcane magic in his hand, and Skullface gathers this Eldritch Blast. What? Yeah, can someone help me? No, you can only do that. You can only do that before Skullface, and you can't really help with an assist on getting an attack because that person can't like look at you and be like, okay, you're gonna attack better now. You can assist people on certain things. I've been looking it up lately, but helping with a ranged attack, how's he really gonna help you? Like logically, like does he put his hand on his shoulder and be like, okay, you see him? You know, it doesn't really work like that. Unfortunately, I did it wrong a long time ago, and I'm correcting that mistake. You know, that was something that I did a long time ago, but haven't done since. But okay, so I get the one closest. So he gets the arcane energy and he blasts towards the skeleton. The skeleton takes the arcane blast in the rib cage, and it kind of burns a hole in the bone. And you see this perfect circular shape in the bone of the skull, the skeleton as it kind of lets out a cry, taking 8 damage. All right, that skeleton is not looking too pretty. Okay, Monarch, it is now your turn, my friend. Pro Gamer Guns and Power Cowgirl are currently outside our building right now. They will be here in about... They'll be here... Yeah, no, it's 6 seconds. Yeah, you got... Yeah, every part is about 6 seconds. So yeah, it's gonna take at least a couple turns before you guys get here, but... Molly's a fast flyer. Yeah, so 6 seconds have passed by. Only 2 moves, or 12 seconds.
Wow, I was gonna say 6 seconds.
Every attack in a fight is slowed down to about 6 seconds. Like it's slow motion. We're playing as it goes. Like it feels longer, but it's 6 seconds really. In technical standpoint, it's gonna take you a little time to get here. I'm carrying heal. No, you don't. I'm okay right now. It seems like we're doing some damage. These skeletons don't seem too tough. Yeah, and Monarch has his little heal ability, but I'll be okay. It's up to you, man. It's your call. You can heal me. You can attack. It is your call, dude. Your character. I think it's not. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? I feel bad though that some people can't do both. You know, they can't do Discord and chat. And I almost would rather keep it in the chat. You know. The bot is nice, but you know, it's One day we'll get a bot that's better for the chat bot.
Monarch,
Like,
grab your paper.
Monarch, do you have your stuff on you, like your paper? Am I carrying heal as a? Yeah, it's up to you, man. It's a 1D. It's a 1D. Your healing ability right now is. What are you?
Bottom.
I'm like looking at it too. I'm like not seeing it. 1d4 plus 5. Well, if you guys want, we can come back to Twitch. Like, if you guys think it's easier. I can tell there's no delay though. Like, you guys hear and respond to me way quicker than we do on Twitch. Like, they hear it more. They can hear it like while I'm. What happened to my finger? I don't know. Shadows? Butterfly could use the heal if you got it. Excuse me, no you can't. I have 8 health, and as Max, I look over to Tiefling as he says this, and I'm like, excuse me, I could use that healing, Sir Warlock. Roll your dice, Monarch, and who you healing? 1d4 plus 5. Wrong. I'll go Max then. Haha. He did, but it only healed me for so many. He gave me a healing potion, but it didn't like heal me fully. I have 8 health left. I have 8 out of 13. You have 10 out of 10. I think you're fully health. Yeah, you're full health, man. I don't think you got hurt.
Lost like 2 health.
You lost like 2 health, but I don't think you've gotten hurt. You didn't fall. You dodged your fall. 1d4 plus you gotta do 4 plus 5. So just type it. Do Monarch. He missed the trap. Yeah, he did. He didn't get hurt from it. You didn't take damage. You dexterity saved. I don't remember, but if it's the number says it's there. Like, I don't change that. Like, that doesn't change. So if it says you have full health, you have full health. That's a pretty good system. I think maybe you drank a potion. Maybe you had a potion you drank. I don't know. Alright, so 4 plus 5, so that's 9. Okay, so I'll take the as Monarch looks over to Max and he says, "Sire, I got some healing words for you." And a flush of dust flies off of the butterfly's wings and flies over towards Max. And a song ensues afterwards. I go up to 13 health. I can't go up higher than that. I can only go up to my maximum health. Alright, that'll conclude Monarch's turn. Our audio is staticky and we can't see the battlefield, whatever one else wants. Yeah. Well, we can go back to Twitch, guys. I mean, I'm okay with it. I just wanted to give it a shot, but it seems like it's more of trouble than anything. There's just going to be a delay, and you guys are just going to have to accept that as playing through Twitch. You know, like if we play through Twitch, there's just no way I can change the delay. The Discord is the attempt to change the delay, but if you can't watch it because you don't have a computer and a phone to use at the same time, you know, then that's the problem right there. I just prefer Discord. And I prefer Twitch. See, it's straight down the middle right there. Or not down the middle, but...
Who else said Discord?
Who else says Discord? Only one person said Discord, one said Twitch. Let's go to Twitch. I say 2 said Twitch, one said Discord. Monarch, you're the tiebreaker. Go, Monarch, tell us you're the tiebreaker. He's like, I can't handle this pressure.
Well, it's perfect time to...
Yeah, this is the perfect time to go. It's cool though, because it tells me you guys are typing though. I like that. After this though, that would be we'd come back around to Gothic's turn. So I will just roll for Gothic's, and Gothic's is going to attempt to get the skeleton closest to them both. If it means we'll have another player, right? I guess if we go to Twitch, it's not about a different player. I think everybody's here. There's a space. Okay. Monarch gets a 6 plus 7. 6, 7, that's 13. Or, yeah, 14. That's 13. Holy crap, just barely hits. Alright, Monarch runs up with his katana, running towards the skeleton. Doing his damage with his katana as he strikes. He'll has it in his sheath as he runs towards the skeleton. And does 1d8 plus 5. Oh my fucking god, make up your mind. Monarch with his katanas. Shut up. Gothic's with his katana. Monarch rolls a 6. Striking towards the skeleton, he strikes through it and he cuts off a couple of rib cages on the bottom part of the skeleton as it takes 6 damage. Alright, both these skeletons aren't looking too good. It went smoother when I made calls out through and no one else called around because they can't see them what's left. Okay, let's do it. We're moving to Twitch. Move back to Twitch. It didn't work. It was a nice try. Yeah, Hadio is smoother here. See? It's fine. Okay, Monarch. Monarch with his katanas. So, that leaves 2 other skeletons. It comes down to Max now. So, I will roll. Do it on my phone, too. Come on. I'm gonna pull it through. Why am I wearing this? I don't know why I'm wearing that. I don't need that. The keyboard's not typing, so I have to go in on my phone. It's just, I want to leave it there. Down. So, okay. I'll mute for now. Closed anyway. Okay. Woo. Roll. This is for me. This is for me. I'm gonna be hitting. Oh no, we Gothics. Yeah, we already. Oh no, we didn't.
That's the perfect time to switch.
And that's why I got slipped up on. Okay. So that's for the enemy. They rolled an 8 plus their 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that's one. One of them, 2, 10, 14. Okay, so one of the skeletons is gonna move towards the tiefling. Since he is let's see here. So he's, I think that considers that it actually is a disengage. So Gothix gets a free swipe for it moving and not disengaging him as it moves for the tiefling. So Gothix gets a free swipe with his katana or his gun, doesn't matter which one, but I'm gonna do katana. So if you're like engaged with something, it doesn't strike though. But so Gothic sees the skeleton running towards Monarch and the tiefling, and the skeleton's making a dash for Monarch, risking 2 attacks of opportunity from 3. Oh my god. Okay, this skeleton goes straight charging for Monarch. He runs past Gothix. Gothix tries to swipe him. The tiefling sees him coming, tries to swipe him. The skeleton blocks the sword from the tiefling warrior and goes in for a strike on Monarch. Here we go. Enemy roll. Enemy roll 20. Oh my. Roll an 11 plus his 4, that's 15. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. All right. So Monarch, the fucking you see the skeleton running towards you, and he strikes at you, dealing fucking 5 damage to Monarch. He strikes, you see a cut go right across your wing on the bottom part. Monarch just took 5 damage, guys. Monarch is down to 1 HP. There we go. Holy crap. Monarch yells out in a scream of pain. Ah! Well, feck. Okay. And then so the other 2 of them missed and one of them got through, or one missed, the other one got through. It is now Gothix went, so it's now my turn. Hearing my friend in pain, I disengaged to go towards the skeleton that attacked Monarch. I also take I risk taking a strike of opportunity, but it's worth saving my buddy. He gets a 13, motherfucker. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Fuck, he gets a free strike on me. As I run towards Monarch, I get striked in the back as the skeleton sees me turn my back on him and slices me in the back, taking 5 damage. Alright. I played Gothix and kept going, like went back to the enemy and then went back to me. I fucked up on the turn because of all that stuff. Come on. Health. I take 5 damage. 8 plus 5 is 13. I'm back down to 8 health. Thanks, Monarch. You at least got me into another hit. But I'm coming to save you, buddy. As I run past my friends, Monarch and Gothix and the Tiefling see me running towards the skeleton as I run with all my fucking might to help my buddy in hell. Roll 20. Come on, guys. A 13. Oh my god. Thank god. Fucking 13 plus, okay, that fucking hits. I do my crystal sword. Not my buddy! And I strike towards the fucking skeleton, dealing 1d8 plus 4. Roll 8. 4 plus 4, that's 8 damage. I see the skeleton, I see what he did to my buddy, and I fucking strike, and I fucking, as the poor Monarch, and I slice through the half, and just a crumble of bones hits the fucking floor next to Monarch, as the skeleton is let's see here, so 5. Fuck! 4 plus 4 is 8. Yes. Okay, good. Yep, he's gone. Alright. Skullface, it's your turn, buddy. I pick up Monarch and try to use my body to protect him. That's okay. What is it? So you go towards Monarch. Oh god. You the skeleton's gone. I'm sure you'll catch up that delay. But you move a little more towards Monarch. You can do something else besides that move. He's not officially in danger anymore, but he's hurt. You definitely could use. You could go into a guard stance and give him advantage on like a dexterity save, or give him advantage on like trying not to get hit. But if they, so it would like the thing would have disadvantage. You can self heal, but you have to wait till your turn. But you can stand there in guard stance and give Monarch advantage if they try to attack him with a bow from far. Like you give them disadvantage. You give the enemy disadvantage, so he tries to hit Monarch, but he has disadvantage on trying to get because you're guarding Monarch. I use Eldritch Blast. All right, so you roll 20. Good, that's a hit. You can say hit. Rolled a 4. All right. The skeleton in front of us, Tiefling Warrior sees the other skeleton moving towards Gothix, and gets a red arcane energy starts to gather in his hand as a loud beam of light, piercing, goes right through and hits the skeleton for, what is that, 4 damage. All right, another big ass hole goes in the shoulder of the skeleton, not completely disarming and taking out his arm. Actually, you know what? Fuck yeah, it takes the whole fucking arm out on the right side, not his sword arm, but his left arm, and it blasts it, and you see this kind of cut again in the side of the skeleton's frame, taking 4 damage. He is not looking too good, though. The skeleton starts to limp as he looks at his arm on the floor, as it's cut into a perfect circle. Alright, and then if this battle ends, then you guys catch up to us. Because then that's time. Yeah, so it's been how many turns right now? So it's been about, what, 2 minutes? About 2 minutes. I never meant for this. That's cool. I turned to the Tiefling Lord. I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, I think we're gonna be okay. It's already, he's already got, you did a number on him with those Eldritch Blasts, and he's already lost an arm. Alright, Monarch, you're up, buddy. Type it again. Yeah. Okay, 1d4 plus 5. Monarch, kind of fluttering and not feeling too good as Skullface, as he's kind of, or he sits next to the bone rubble of the skeleton that once attacked him. 3 plus 5, 8 health. All right, Monarch starts to feel the aura of light around him as he feels 8 better, so going back up to your 6 health. An enemy, yeah, go ahead, you can roll for the enemies. The enemy's turn again. 14. That's for +4. It's 18. What? It's gonna be attacking Gothics. So yes, that's a hit. Okay. It's a 5. Okay, so Gothic's looking for turning his back and looking towards Monarch, you know, in worriment for his ally. Does not see the skeleton shamble towards him with one arm missing and strikes at Gothic, slicing him in the back. Gothic's taking 5 damage. Gothix yelps out in a slight, you know, mother. 4 damage. Is now Gothic's turn. Yep. All right, go ahead. Gothix sees the motherfucker, turns around, and looks at him and gets ready to attack. Can I jump in front of somebody if they get attacked? No, only if you have, yeah, exactly what Cowgirl said. Only unless you have something or an ability or a shield or a weapon that describes that you can do that. As of right now, as a base ability, no. Okay, so Skull, Gothix is gonna roll. He rolled a 14 for him, or that was, okay, roll, 20 for Gothix. God damn it, and Gothix gets a fucking 1. With Gothix aims towards the skeleton, aiming at his face, and says, "Hasta la vista," and pulls the trigger, and it clicks as you hear the sound of the jam of his saber gun jams on him, and wah, wah, and somewhere you hear a trumpet in the cave. Rolled a 10. 10 plus what? 10 plus my fucking 6. You damn right. I see what went down with Gothix, and I take a quick dash to the left, dash to the right, real quick, and phew, fly towards and strike through the skeleton, doing 8 plus 5 plus 4. 5, doing 9 damage, striking the skeleton in half. I dash past it, striking low, staying low to the ground, and I cut through the skeleton and cut its legs off as it falls on its back and spreads and tumbles. Yeah, we did it. All right. Okay, so now skeletons don't have legs. Bony skeleton. Okay, so everything has calmed down a little bit. As we celebrate and we all congratulate each other and we all, you know, celebrate a victory, we start to hear walking through the back of the tunnel, and the Tiefling and Monarch hear it coming first, and we see down the hall Pyro Cowgirl and Pro Gamer Guns and Blue. And as they head towards, they see the pit in the ground, and Monarch and Gothix yell out, you know, be careful of the pit. And, you know, Max seemed to have found it. And I kind of, you know, feel my butt. Cowgirl yells out through the echo of the cave, "I got you a present!" Alright, so to cross this pit, you gotta, Monarch will have to do fly on one person at least. You can do your dexterity acrobatics check, or, like, it's like a 10. It's not hard, but you can try and shimmy across. It's only a 10. Stay, Molly. As Molly sits outside the entrance.
Oh, 1 plus.
See?
3.
So I didn't want to risk it. Okay, so Cowgirl tries to shimmy across the side, and she hears a slight crack, a tumble, and she falls into the pit. I'm sorry. Go ahead and roll 2d6. Yeah, you fail the dex, roll over it, you fall into the pit. That's what happened to me. I hear the tumble and I come running. And I'm like, Monarch, quick, cast flight. It's too late. 3 damage. Alright, Cowgirl takes 3 damage from the fall. And... what? Huh? What? What do you mean?
To this. Ah, you failed. It's just I knew better than to play my character. I didn't honestly be playing.
Okay. Your little sheet fell down. Alright, so Cowgirl falls down. Pro Gamer Guns and Blue. Pro Gamer, you can choose to either shimmy across like Cowgirl, or we can try and figure a way to get you guys across more efficiently. I attempt to shimmy over. I first take out my feather just in case something goes wrong. You already used your feather when you fell on the bridge the first time. It is a one-time use. I'm sorry. But I will... okay, so go ahead and roll a d20. And it's a 10 to pass it. Be careful. Everybody starts to gather on the side. Monarch, you should cast Fly on Cowgirl so she can fly out of that pit, or she can just climb out. It's up to her. 11. Boom. All right. Pro Gamer Gun also shimmies across. What are you doing, babe? You can do that while he's trying, yeah. All right, who are you you casting Fly on? Cowgirl or Blue? I run back into the room yelling, where is it? Where is it? I look for the ring I saw earlier. All right, as his friends and comrades are busy helping each other get across, the tiefling goes off to loot. Max, seeing this, goes towards the tiefling warrior and walks with him. And I walk up to the tiefling warrior, and I as he's looking through the coffin, and I put a hand on his shoulder, and he kind of looks, and as Max, I walk up to the tiefling warrior, and I'm like, hey, I'm like, you know, as a group, you know, we're a group together, and what I want to try and have us do as a group is, if we fight together, we loot together. If someone's trying to get across something, I don't want everybody to head off. Like, I won't only say this to you, Mr. Tiefling. I'm going to be saying this to anybody else who does it in the future. But if we're all trying to get across something, I want us all to work together to figure out the thing, not head off to go loot stuff while everybody else figures it out. You know, so go ahead, look for your loot, but, you know, just keep that in mind, Sir Warrior. Like, we're a group. We work as a team. And I walk off and I head back as I see Cowgirl flying out of the cave. Monarch Blue attempts to walk across. I will just assume he casted Fly on Cowgirl. Monarch Blue is going to attempt to shimmy across as well. He rolls a 19, and Blue shimmies across, and the whole group gets back together, and we all celebrate. Yay! Oh, it was for Monarch, or it was for Blue to get across. All right, we all head into the crypt. He is investigating to see if he can find the ring. What did you roll? What did you get? Pro Gamer Gun heads in. As Cowgirl walks up, she notices another door on the right side, and oh, he hands me the armor. Okay, Cowgirl also hands me my armor. So Cowgirl walks up to me, and gives me a big hug, and she pulls out of her backpack, you know, this nice set of cobalt blue spiked armor, and my eyes light up, and I'm like, ooh, and I tell everybody, I'm like, look away while I change. Everybody, it's armor. I know. I have like, I'm like, I have underneath leather.
Underneath, but she's metal on skin.
Rolled a 5. Unfortunately, Skullface looks through this sarcophagus and does not find anything in the sarcophagus. The ring is not in the sarcophagus. So that was his turn. I peek. Monarch peeks. All right, so now I gotta write that down. Make sure I keep an eye on that. 4. Where I put my pencil. Probably sitting on it. Sitting on it. Okay. I also have another set of armor. Okay. So now, and so Cowgirl proceeds to turn to the group as I put on my armor, and Blue and Max have matching ours with a twirl in my hand. Now, so now what, guys? Cowgirl asks, did you find anything to say where the wizard went? And I looked at Cowgirl and I'm like, so far, nothing. We just found some skeletons, but there is a door over here, and if I wasn't too sure, I thought I heard something, but I'm not sure. You guys want to check out this door up here on the right side? If anybody else wants to loot or be specific on what they're looting, let me know. There is loot to be had. I'll just tell you that now.
Can I do a perception roll?
Yeah, so you can do a perception roll. But what are you? Where are you looking? What in? Like, be specific. What are you looking at? Like, in the coffin, on a body, and like, that's all. I just need specifics. That's all. Okay, Cowgirl wants to walk up to one of the coffins again and see if there's any loot in one of the coffins. Rolled a 19. Alright, she proceeds to see that the door is open on the coffin, and she notices another silver ring on, seems to be inside the, a silver ring inside the coffin. Anybody else? I kind of nudge the tiefling warrior, and I'm like, I think that ring you might, that you might be looking for might be somewhere else. It's not in the coffin. Just trying to throw these hints out sometimes. Right? No, there isn't. No. Okay, you write it down? You got your silver ring? I went to loot the skeletons. Alright, Monarch, go ahead and roll 20.
I also give topics.
He has to be here, dude. I'll just tell him. When it comes to money, like, I'm not really keeping, like, single track of it now. Okay. I would never do this to anyone, but in theory, could you roleplay attack other kingdom members? Yeah, you can. You just, it's like, you can be specific to him, but like, I want to, because it happens in games, like, you're not trying to do it, like, trying to be mean. There's things you can do, certain circumstances, but yeah, you can also do, like, I want to do the blunt end of my weapon and do a non-lethal attack and knock this person out, or something like that. Like, you can also just do fists, where you put down your weapons and you do fists, and fists is like 1d4 divided by 2 plus your strength. So whatever you roll with a d4, which is only 4 numbers, I think it's weird though, is because it's like, if you roll a 3, it's a 1 plus your strength. If you roll a 1, it's 0 plus your strength. It's weird, but yeah, like your fists, you can punch people too. I want to loot the skeleton skulls. Alright, go ahead and roll your 20. Okay. 11. All right. 11 plus what? Your perception? It's 5. Wow, you got some decent perception there, buddy. Okay, so you proceed to rummage through the skeleton that attacked you, ran through two people to try and get you, and both of us missed. Um, but he ran towards you, and you find another shiny. You look and you see a glimmer on the ring finger of the skeleton that's on the floor, and you find another silver ring. Go ahead and put that in your backpack. Write that down. Another silver ring. There's another skeleton right here on the floor. Go ahead and roll for perception. Or investigation. Not perception. Rolling for investigation. So investigation. Your investigation is... Keep fucking going. Your investigation is +1. Pro gamer runs for what? Okay, go ahead. Loot. Loot. Sorry, I always think you're doing something. I don't ever catch that word. Loot for loot, because otherwise I don't catch the word loot. I just see. I see music. I see it as the flute. I'm sorry. Normally I don't grammar people, but I don't see the word loot. But go ahead, roll for investigation as well. Pro gamer guns. There you go. I want to loot the coffin. Pro gamer guns. Seeing that everybody's moving around and looting, she looks over and walks past another skeleton. Go ahead and roll for investigation. Rolled a 16. She proceeds to rummage around and push some things around, and she finds herself 12 gold. Go ahead and write that down. Seeing all this fucking looting, I start to walk towards the door. Skullface. Yeah, go ahead and roll your 16 skull, or roll your 20 Skullface. Are there any symbols on the coffins? You see elven writing on the coffins, and go ahead and do a history check if you like. Roll for a history check. Just roll 20 and add your history modifier. But fluent. Yeah, there's fluent. Yeah, there's you guys are there's it's elven, and don't judge me.
Roll, but
A 2.
rolled a 2.
Skullface rolled a 2. I'm sorry, buddy. You were looking around. You're looking through the skeleton, and you're not finding anything. You're not finding anything in the bones. I'm sorry, man. Rolled a 6. 6 plus your history is... Nah, let's see. He has pretty good history. He has a 6 in history. He's a 12. Okay, that's good. 12 is good. Okay. Let me help you out here, okay? All right, so these coffins are from an old elven family called the Transcendors. Their family reaches back over 600 years, and this manor, which is above us, is this old broken down house. It's destroyed now. Is one of the last remaining landmarks that they used to own. The crypts are where they started burying their families and stuff like that. These crypts, the 3 crypts represent the last 3 descendants of the Transcendor family. Let's see here. I know there's like one other little. I'm saying goodnight to my kid. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, yes, and this was an old elven family. The warrior. Um, let's see here. Pro Gamer Gun starts to notice a symbol on the one of the coffins. Um, the uh, the coffin's name says Aldir Tresendor, and Aldir it has the same symbol, and I looked at Pro Gamer Guns and I'm like, wait, isn't that the same symbol that was on that silver sword you found earlier today? And in that box, and Pro Gamer Guns proceeds to pull out the sword out of her bag, and she pulls out this nice silver long sword with a silver chase, and it kind of has the designs of a wings. It is a +1 short sword, and inscribed in the sword is a word in Elven, and we cannot read it, but who here speaks Elven? Monarch. I not being able to read it, I proceed to look at the sword, and I hand it to we look at it with as we all start to kind of gather around, because I'm starting to hear this. We all gather around, and Pro Gamer Guns pulls out the sword, and Monarch and Cowgirl proceed to read the writing on the sword, and it says the word Talon, and that's all we know right now. It has the word Talon on it, and I look at Pro Gamer Guns and I'm like, wow, a sword with a name. That's gotta have some magical properties. Go ahead and do some good ass thing. Go ahead and do an Arcana check, Monarch. Go ahead and run an Arcana check. Roll a 20 and add your Arcana to it, which is your Arcana is +4. Wow, Monarch rolled a 20. Holy crap. Ooh. Okay, so Monarch, you proceed as you look over this sword, and you kind of land on it as we're holding it. You kind of land on the sword, and you look at it, and you feel the magical energy radiating from the sword. You start to feel that it has some magical properties. This sword is magical, and has bonuses to it, but you don't know what bonuses there are. And you proceed to tell Pro Gamer Guns, you turn to her and you go, this sword has magical properties. We might need to go get it checked out, or have somebody, identify or something that for us, so we can learn a little more about it. But if this sword is anything to go off of, that it has the same symbol as the crypts that are with it, near it, it's probably an old sword. We did. We were looking at it. We did it. We did a thing. So you and speak Elven, and so does Monarch. And on the sword, there's an transcription. Transcription that says it's Talon. All right. I scream at the top of my lungs. By the fucking 9 of my plane fucking failed. My plan failed, and I got my friends hurt in the process. Fuck. And I turn to I hear this yell. We all hear it, and we all look to Tiefling Warrior, and we're like, hey man, it's okay, you got a little curious, but it's a learning moment, and everybody kind of pats you on the back, and we all kind of as Gothix kind of kicks some bones to the side as he walks towards you. But Gothix also, grabs you on the shoulder, and he goes, hey, we are all not without mistakes, Sir Warlock, and I guarantee this won't be the last mistake you make, or any of us makes for that matter. So just be careful and stick with us. Be careful leaving alone. It's very dangerous out in this world. We haven't really even seen a fraction of this world, and as long as you have your allies at your side, we should be okay. Hopefully. Okay, so as we're doing that, basically right now, the things you know about it, Pro Gamer Guns, your sword does 1d6 +4. Its name is Talon, and has a +7 to its attack. As of right now, you don't know any of its properties, but you you know that it does 1d8 plus 4 damage. So if you want to write that down, it should be in your sheet that I already gave to you. But you know, as far as what your character knows about it, that's all we know. I investigate the door I saw when I entered. Okay, so Cowgirl proceeds to walk up to the door, and she rolled 20. Rolled a 19. Perfect.
I can do that when I'm not attacking.
I know, right? So she very quietly, and she kind of tells everybody shh, 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 and everybody kind of quiets down as the mumbling, and everybody's kind of having a good time. She starts to hear the drip, and she starts to hear rattlings of chains, and she hears the cough, like sounding like a female cough, and she hears the rattling of chains. Now, what are you gonna do? Blah, typing something. Someone is being whipped. Just a slight rattling of chains, like when you hear him kind of drag along the floor, just not very constant, not very pattern, not in any pattern. I step back and open the door with magic hand. All right, so Cowgirls takes a step back, and she proceeds to open the door, and it is unlocked. So the door opens, and you proceed to see inside 2 jail cells. Hang on, I gotta put these in. 2 jail cells and dilly. 1, 2. Three people inside this standing watch of the 2 jail cells. I will get the prisoners out. And where are you guys? People, I'm looking for the people. You see 2 females, and you see a pile of clothes. Cowgirl, you see a pile of clothes, and you see 3 dudes. Cowgirl yells out. What are you saying? I can't read the type right now. His old wizard like him probably knows things. I use a platter to glitch through the wall. If we find the wizard, I wish to kill him. Yeah, you can definitely try. Let me just pull out these people. Town folk. Okay, that's it. Premium assets. Mine. Where is the bartenders? Bartender. There we go. Townsfolk. Here we go. Okay, so. Ooh, yes, please. Oh, what's up? I approve a prisoner friendly and ask why they are here. I approve.
Oh.
Approach. There is 3 red bands right now in the room. The 3. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Sorry. I'm sorry if I didn't describe it right. I'm trying to pull the assets out and I can't find the 3 females. There's 2 females inside the 2 females inside, 1 young, 1 older. In the bottom cell, on the north cell, there is a male prisoner, and there are 3 red brands in the room. ready to attack that were hiding in the room during the whole combustle. They seem ready. Actually, honestly, everybody needs to roll for initiative right now. So go ahead and do that while I pull people out. Yeah, go ahead and write that. There we go.
Oh,
Monarch got a 20. Nice, Monarch.
oh.
Skullface, Pro Gamer Guns, and me. Okay. Go and you roll for me. Seven. Great. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Townfolk. Child. There's only female child. There's no boys. Alright, well, it's gonna be this boy then. This is gonna be a boy. And a little kid. Yeah, what do we got? What's the packing order? And then the enemies too? Do I need to do the enemies? Okay. Platinum signet ring. It's a platinum ring. The long room is partitioned into 3 areas with iron bars walling off the north and the south. Filthy straw lines scatter the floor of these cells, the hinged doors of which are secured by chains and padlocks. A pair of disheveled human women are held in the north, and the human boy is confined to the south. All dressed in plain gray tunics, and a pile of clothes is on the floor. And the 3 red brands yell out, "Oi! What do you think you're doing here?" in their British accent. And Cowgirl yells out, "Guys!" Okay, so who is it? Monarch, what?
Enemies. Full face.
Full. Pyro. Oh.
You.
Alright, Monarch, you're up. So this is where it's at right now. You choose to move, you choose... Okay. An awful British accent. Don't make fun of my character stuff because it's hard. I know it's hard. It's freaking. I'm gonna get better at it. Half the time I screw up because I'm inconfident about it. Okay, so this boy is huge. Absolutely. Can I move and use the one on the far right? Absolutely. So let's see here. About 10, 20, about 30 paces would be about right here at the door, Monarch. But yeah, he's within shot. You can stand right next to Cowgirl. You're about right here. Right next to Cowgirl in the doorway. And you want to use it on the guy to the right? You can. God, give me Monarch. There we go. Go ahead and roll 1d4. You want to use it on the guy on the right? Okay. Then what should I do? Okay, so you walk up there. You tell me, so you want the guy on the right, and that's the guy I roll the save for. My chat's not up again. Okay. I roll for the enemy. He rolls a 13 to see if he can save. So roll. What's up? Oh, Ranger Paul too. Sorry, can't really. Little busy. Came and gone. Okay. Rolled a 5. All right, so he fails his save as Monarch yells in a obscene insult towards the red brand. The guy hears this insult and how dare you speak of my mother this way, and is now takes 1d4. Do your 1d4 damage. 1d4, and that's it. Honestly, I could roll for it, but Goldface, you're up next. Like, you can start doing your turn. 3. That's actually really good. Okay, so the guy takes, as he hears this insult, he grabs his head and he's has a headache, and he fucking takes 3 damage. Okay. All right. What is it? Oh, it's 14 is the DC. Yeah. Okay. Goldface, waiting on you, buddy. I know. I'll say it again. There we go. I walk to the doorway and shoot an Eldritch Blast in the head of the guy Monarch attacked and say, "Let me get rid of that headache." Very good. Okay, so your movement speed, so about 5, 10, 20. So you're about a little closer than Monarch. So you're about right here in the doorway as well. Everyone is really crowded in this doorway right now. So you shoot your Eldritch Blast. Go ahead, do your 1d10. Do your attack to 1d20. Oh my god, so he fucking gets the arcane energy and he gathers it up and he shoots towards the as you hear this as the Eldritch Blast with the bright red light illuminates the room, flies right past, and the red brand kind of dodges to the side and it burns a hole in the a smoking crevice is left in the hole behind the red brand. Go ahead, and who's next turn? Me. Pyro is up next. Okay. I move to the right next to the guy to the right and blast him in the face with a fireball. Alright, so this one, the one that he missed, right? Okay, so Cowgirl walks up just a little bit to get out of the way and walks up to the guy and grabs the ball of fire and just starts to illuminate, and it just creates this arcane, this, magic energy. Huh? 10 damage? Fuck yeah. Alright, and she blasts him in the face. Yeah. The guy kind of seeing it just does this as all his mustache and eyebrows and has currently no hair on his face. How much? What was the damage? 10? Okay. 10 damage. Very nice. He fucking takes it. You see a searing on his teeth as the kind of the fucking fire burnt his face, he's not looking fucking too good right now. He's kind of panting and has no fucking hair, no eyebrows, no eyelashes. I would like to enter the room, but go... What? Link deleted? Damn it, why? Oh, she cussed?
I don't know.
But go undetected. Oh, it's a dot. That's not your fault. Okay, so you want to roll for Swell. That is totally fine. Go ahead and roll 20 to see if you can sneak in a little bit. It is a door, but I will allow you to try and roll for Stealth. And then 5. Okay, that's okay. It's still your turn. You just didn't get stealthy. You kind of walk up here and you kind of want to push past everybody, but you're about right here. You still have a little bit of feet of movement if you want. You can break it up. You can go in to attack. But that the stealth roll did not happen, but you still have an attack. Which one? This guy? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you're right here. You're pretty close. You're not blocking the door. People can get past you.
Okay.
I'm up? Oh, yay. All right. No. It's Pro Gamer Guns. It's still her turn. That's a hide. No, she wants to... She tried to attempt to do a stealth. That's fine. That doesn't count as an action. That is a bonus action. Yeah, it's still your turn. So, go ahead. What did you want to do? Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. I'm going to go in for an attack. I have to push past you guys here. Like, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. The room. I take out my sword and slice the cheek of the dude guarding the left chains. The guy that Cowgirl attacked? Or the guy on the left? Or north. He's north or the I should give these guys color. Got blue. We got red. Bottom guy is red. South, so that would be your right. Okay, so she walks in, she kind of slips past everybody, kind of moves in slowly, you know, sees the guy, smells the smell of burnt hair, enters her nostrils as she moves into attack. Go ahead and roll for 20, Pro Gamer Guns. She sees she made, like, her and Cowgirl, she nods as she gets ready to attack. Rolled a 9 plus, let's see. Pro Gamer Guns 9, and you're doing your sword, so 9, that's 16. Yep, that hits. All right, it's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. It your Talon, it does 1d6 plus 4. Go ahead and roll your attack for 1d6 plus 4. One d6 plus 4. Write this down if you don't know it. This the Talon. Its name is Talon. It does 1d6 plus 4. So 6-sided dice. Roll a 6, and then add 4 to it. Is that yeah? Oh. I don't know where it is.
Special pipe.
4 plus 4, right? 1d6 plus 4. Okay, so Pro Gamer Guns walks up to the guy. The guy's kind of shuddering. His, his fucking teeth. You see him through his cheek because it's burned. He has no hair on his face or on his upper part of his torso. And she kind of, Pro Gamer Guns does this thing where she kind of pulls out the sword, points it at him, and he kind of, as the tip is right here at him, and she kind of puts it away, walks for 2 steps, and then just this in the back and fucking stabs from behind her into his stomach and and he as his breath leaves his body, he fucking dies right there on the floor. All right, I'm up. Okay. Right, draw. All right, I go in. I move up here. I go past my buddies. Yeah. I run. I kind of momentum off the wall, kind of slip past Tiefling and Pro Gamer Guns, and I move to the guy up to the north, and I roll to attack. I rolled a fucking 3. I fucking grab my sword and I move to strike him in the back, and I fucking he sees me coming and he kind of does this quick ching as you hear the swords clash against my crystal sword, his metal against my crystal, and he deflects the attack. Monarch, you're up.
To me every time.
Oh, shut up.
Oh,
You burned the guy's entire face. As we wait an eternity for Monarch. Come on, bro. You're keeping up the game. Go. He's probably typing, though. You're good, buddy. What you want to do, man? Your turn. That guy's dead. I use Magical Leaf on the guard that closest to Max. Sweet. Alright, Monarch. Go ahead, roll for 20. Monarch flutters past, vengeful from his last fight, almost coming near the brink of death. He flutters past the Tiefling Warrior as he flutters next to Max, and he winks to Max as Max looks at him kind of like, huh? And he gathers up the leaves, and they start to form magically, and they're spinning on their horizon axis. They're spinning the longer way instead of on their vertical. 18, very good. Go ahead and roll damage. Your damage is 1d6 plus 3. No, sorry. Rolled a 2, 3 plus 5. All right, so he gathers up the leaves. They start to form, and they rapidly fly past. The one flies right past me, and they pierce the chest of the red brand, going through his leather armor. You kind of hear it kind of pierce in there as the magical leaves take him for 5 damage. One enemy got a 17. Okay, and there's 2. Okay, 17. All right. So, okay, so the one that struck, got struck by Max and Monarch sees his options and grabs his short sword and strikes towards Max. Max deflects one sword. We kind of do this sword dance, and he gets it off on me and phew, strikes and kind of slashes at my chest a little bit, getting just a little bit of my tummy, taking for 5 damage. Damn, bro. Ooh. I need some health. I start to yell out in pain. Oh, motherfucker! And I fucking I'm starting to not feel too good. All right, who's next? Skullface, you're next. I walk up to the woman and use my green flame on the dagger and stab her in the neck. You hurt my lord for the last time. It's a dude. If you want me to zoom in, these are red brand bandits that they've been running the town. This is what he looks like. They all wear red. They're just red bandits. The woman is in the prison, like that. She's a prisoner. Okay, go ahead. So you roll your attack. You stabbed my lord for the last time, and I kind of move to the side a little bit as the hellspawn kind of intimidates, with his hellish fire in his eyes,
19.
and rolls a 19. Hell yeah, and proceeds to strike with his green flame. So green flame does is a dagger, so 1d4 plus 5. You have a 1d4 plus 5. And then 5 damage goes on another target. 4, okay. Why are you rolling a 4? You need 1d4 to... Yeah, oh yeah, okay, good. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. 1d4 plus 5, so 5, 9. And okay, sweet. Okay, so fucking you see Tiefling yells, "You stabbed my lord for the last time!" And as you the same simultaneous motion, he kind of clenches the dagger in his hand, and it's low, and it bursts into green flame with this arcane energy, and he stabs it into the into, where did you say you were stabbing? In the dagger, stab her in the neck, and you get again in the neck, and the fire at the same time pops out of the bandit and flies to his buddy as it kind of arcs and consumes his friend next to him, and the friend starts to freak out and starts to scream in pain as his other friend gets stabbed in the neck, dealing 5 damage. 11 6. All right, fuck yeah. So as you remove the dagger from his neck, he grabs his neck and he's starting to kind of lean over, and he's not looking too good. And I kind of comment is like, well, at least you don't have to wash the stains out of your red armor. Ha 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 ha. And now it's Cowgirl's turn. And everybody shakes their head at Max. I send a healing orb, yay! Okay, what's your healing orb? 2 plus 5. Cowgirl gets a little ball, is seeing that Max is not looking too good, and hearing her husband screams, gathers this boing at the same second, and as time slows, she throws the ball, and it arcs over, and it hits me in my back shoulder, and gives me feeling 8 better, right? 8 plus 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yay! Thank you for the health, baby. Back to 11 health. I believe it's an action. Yes, yeah, it's an action. We can double check if you want to look it up. But I'm pretty sure it's an action. If it's not, I will go enter the room where the in the blue shirt is and ask, I'm here to help. What happened? All right, we still have one more red band right here. As Pro Gamer Guns walks up, this guy, she walks next to the red brand right here, right? Or down here in the blue shirt. Oh, okay, down here. So she walks down here. There it is. She notices the little boy, and she says to the little boy, what happened here? Why are you here? And the little boy answers that my father, he answers in a very small kid-like voice. Our father stood up to the bandits, and they murdered him in the street. And they came into our home one night and took us. And I don't know how long ago that was. And that's all you hear. You can still do an action or attack if you like. No. Aw, so sad. You can't enter the room. It is definitely a locked prison. You're outside the just for an information, you are outside. These are bars. Think of this as a jail cell. These are jail cells. These are both jail cells. Would you like to come with us after we finish our battle? The kid asks, I would love to, if you could set, free us. I would, but I like this place as my home, and my mom, and my little sister are in the cell across. Mm-hmm. Alright, so do you want to attack or anything like that? It's unprofessional. Unprofessional. You're okay. I don't want to hurt the little fella. As Pro Gamer Guns gently walks towards and she grabs both bars, she goes, "It's okay, little guy. We're going to get you guys out if it's the last thing I do." And saying that, she turns to the other bandits and she starts to walk towards the bandits. At least that's what I would assume. Or, unless that you're good on whatever you want to do. And I get my sword and I slice the bandit. So go ahead and roll for attack. As Pro Gamer Guns walks away slowly, and she pulls out her sword and as she holds it to her side, rolls a 15. Very good. It's a hit. And she slices. Oh. 1d6. Her sword is a 1d6 plus 4. And it will be the last thing you do. Rolled a 1. Plus 4, that's 5 damage. She proceeds to walk towards the not bad. Okay, so she walks up to the yeah, okay, she walks up to the red brand and she grabs her sword and she, in one swell motion, she slices towards him and tries to strike for his chest. He takes, was that 5 damage? You see, she strikes so hard, you see that it starts to open a huge gash in his chest. It cuts through the leather armor and you hear the threads rip as blood and organs start to kind of, show through the gash. He kind of yells out in a horrific pain and he kind of slumps over, but he's still up. Okay. Hearing this little conversation between Pro Gamer Guns and the little boy, I proceed to run at this fool as well and back him up. Rolled a 9 plus my 7 and 16. That's good. Okay. Sweet. 15, yeah. Just barely. Roll 8. Plus 4. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, as seeing the same motion as Pro Gamer Gun slices the guy is still kind of as time slows down. Before he can even recover from the pain, he sees another warrior coming right towards him. As I strike and I make an X in the same gash and I strike the opposite direction and we create an X in his chest, just splashing, and it just pushes him back into the wall as he yells out in a bellowing pain. Blah. Dead. Who's next? Oh, he's dead. Yeah. There's one more guy. He's up there? He's still right here? Monarch attacked this guy. Huh? I'm left. Alright, who's next? Who's next? I was pretty sure I said there was 3 people in here. Yeah. And when... Well, but even if that, there's 2 or 3 guys, and I don't remember, but we never described a 3rd guy dying. I'll attack the last guy with my magical leaf. Oh yeah, you got the 20. All right, go ahead, roll your damage. Roll the 2 plus D6. You're supposed to roll the 6. Roll D6 plus 3. Monarch, write this down. You need your paper.
Very obvious.
Yeah, you need. I sent you a character sheet. If you can't get it or you can't print it out, that's fine. But write down your attacks. You roll 1d6 plus 3 on your thing. 6 plus. Okay, so 3 plus 6. Okay, sweet. So Monarch gathers that you start to feel a wind enter the tunnel, and the leaves start to form in a magical kind of dust that forms a solid shape as the green appears, and it starts to spin, and you see the light reflect off the razor edge, and it flies towards the guy. You see and you hear it enter into his body and cut through his leather armor as it kind of pierces him and kind of leaves these like slits of markings on his body. Almost dead. He takes the pain. He kind of takes a couple steps back as he's kind of pushed against the rails with the damage, and he is not looking too good. He's still kicking it though. Who's next? Okay, for him. Okay, in a strike back, the guy strikes back towards Monarch in retaliation for this hit, in a final desperate act to get his revenge on some attack. 18. Oh my god. He fucking strikes Monarch. Monarch doesn't see it. He's celebrating his attack. All of a sudden, slice again, hits another part of his wing. Monarch takes 5 damage. Monarch kind of wellows out in a little bit of a pain. Ah! Okay, I like that. In an attempt to look flashy, I make a finger gun to use an Eldritch Blast on the guy. Absolutely, I like that. Thank you. So you see the Tiefling warrior hear his friend bellows out in pain as he starts to get a fiery sensation, and he feels the arcane energy transferring into his hand as you see a gun point. Do you like to do that like this or this? And then you see the ball kind of form as the red starts to form, and he rolls a 20, and he fucking misses his fucking Eldritch Blast, and he shoots the Eldritch Blast as it kind of this kind of cylindrical shape. Yeah, cylindrical shape passes, and the guy kind of moves to the side, and he as the constant beam pulls, and it cuts into the barrel, or into the bars, cutting a hole through and kind of burning the stone in the back. It could be worse. What's up, troll? Good to see you, man. Alright, who's next? Could be a 1. Yeah. Last guy's kicking. I'm trying to grab his ashes to add to my jar. Okay. Roll a 17. Very good. So pro gamer cowgirl walks past, and she kind of nudges Max and the Tiefling aside and goes, "Let a woman handle this." and proceeds to grab a fireball. Again, the guy kind of remembers his friend losing his entire facial hair, and from this last experience, kind of in his last moment, sees just the fire just to consume his face as he just the skeleton is left from the whole fucking deal, and just falls down and is now dead. And Cowgirl proceeds to bend down and collect the ashes. Yay, everybody. Fist bump. Somebody heal Monarch right now. Monarch, kind of fluttering with 2 nice gashes in his wings, is sitting there at 1 health. 7 plus 3. Not wasting any time. Cowgirl looks to Monarch and throws a little ball of healing and heals Monarch back to his full 6 health. Everybody's like, Monarch's like, I'm gonna heal too. Everybody heal something. You don't need to heal. Okay. So seeing the prisoners in the cage, I focus as much as I can and use Eldritch Blast to try another blow. I'm only counting that for the thing. I'm not counting it for the thing. But you know what? Go ahead and roll a 20 and let's see what happens. It's more of a magic. I was kind of messing around with the descriptions, but I knew your ass was gonna try and roll with that. Oh, nope. So you notice that the burns kind of on the bar are burning and they're cindering, but you notice that the bar isn't completely burned through. You notice that it's degraded to a point, but you also deduct that that happened because of the passion of the fight that you were in. Everyone is dead. We currently have the 2 prisoners we're talking to. I look at the door and I go, hang on, Sir Tiefling, I'm gonna attempt to shoulder fucking rush this door, okay? And I tell everybody to back up a little bit, and I get up and I run towards the thing. Now this is a high strength test. It's actually a really high roll to get this. I'm gonna attempt it though. Yeah, and I gather and I spread my feet as a bull and I charge towards the door. Oh yes, and I fucking get it, and I run and I just get all the momentum I can, and I bust through the fucking door with my strength check. Which one? Yes, you're right. See, I forgot. Yeah, again. It's over. The fight's over. It's kind of like talk and say what you want to do, Pro Gamer Guns. There is kind of some, there isn't really a succession in turn when we're open like this. It kind of does when it comes down to crucial moments, but this is open world talking, figuring things out. What do you want to do? Do not try to fight with his face. Yeah, no kidding. I want to loot the south body. Absolutely. Go ahead. Okay. Proceeding to be into the nothing. Nothing. You find nothing. It looks like a floor.
Perception instead of investigation?
No.
That's not my better
Cages
one.
are locked.
The better one for people.
Yeah. I want to take my rope and tie it to the cage. All of us grab hold and pull the cage open, so we all roll for strength. Yeah, I can do that. If 2 people want to help, I'll give you strength rolls with advantage. Pro Gamer Guns proceeds to grab her rope and tie it around the door and asks for anyone's help in this strength roll. I am currently talking to the mom, and I ask them, as Max, I walk up to the mother and the daughter, and I ask them about what brought them in here, and she proceeds to tell me more that in detail that her husband had stood up to the red brands in the streets, and they murdered him in cold blood. And one day, like we heard from the son earlier, proceeded to pick them up overnight, and we're gonna sell them into slavery. She tells me that she's so thankful for saving them that she can't really offer us any money, but she does have an heirloom that they left in a old alchemy shop in a town called I believe she tells me Thunder Tree. And it is about a couple miles, up north of the town of Fandolin. Is another old ruined town. She says that they were scared out a long time ago by an ash zombie invasion when the Mount Vermal exploded. They left a lot of things in this old town, and they never went back. So write down in your quest logs. Let's see here. It's called Myrna's Heirloom. It's hidden. It's under. Yep, there you go. Myrna's Heirloom. Another quest opens up as you hear dum 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 like Skyrim. Okay. Pro Gamer Guns and Cowgirl, they proceed to grab the rope, and the Tiefling Warrior, were you helping as well? I'm just going to assume you help as well. We're just going to do this all together. Because you need some karma, right? And so you guys proceed to pull, tug, heave, and you hear the latch, you hear the metal creaking as the latch breaks as you all fall down. No, it's okay. I'm just kidding. You guys are so badass. You fall, and the door kind of flies open, but it's still on its latches, so it just kind of shakes back and forth. Okay, Cowgirl, hearing this story of sadness, walks up after doing that, and smiles at the little girl and proceeds to tell the lady that if they ever want to come to our kingdom, the kingdom of Dracovia, it is about 5 days travel south. It is a small little kingdom where we run. And she is welcome in our kingdom, and she smiles, and she says she might take us up on that offer. So Cowgirl proceeds to give her a little more detailed description of where it is, and I would say that I proceed to offer as Max, escorting her to her old house at least, so she can get home safe. And get out of this crypt with her kids. The boy, being so happy, proceeds to run out past everybody, push past Max and Cowgirl, and give his mommy a big hug as the two kids, are reunited with their parents. I walk up to the boy, bend down in a calm voice, and say, "Everything will be okay. No one can harm you now." Skullface, also seeing the little boy run past him, also joins in the conversations. The three of us stand there, kind of huddled around the lady and telling her details about. I say you can't control that stuff, Pro Gamer Guns. I'm sorry, that's DM stuff. I love you. Yeah, yeah, you don't know if you can ask for investigation, like, can I do an investigation to know what he looks like, or what does he look like? You can just ask me. You don't even need to investigate. Just ask me what he looks like, and I'll tell you if he's really skinny or he's, I'll only make you roll if it's important, but if it's obvious to you what he looks like, you don't need to roll for those kind of things, But yeah, so I tell my rest of my group, and I say, guys, we should probably get out of this crypt. We didn't find the wizard. I asked the lady, and I go, is there anything you can tell us about, if you heard anything about what was going on in here? And the lady proceeds to think, and she goes, only things I knew about was that they were going to sell us into slavery, but they didn't really talk much about their plans. We heard another voice that sounded more smarter than everybody else, and different type of jargon, but I never heard anything important. And I kind of and god damn it, and I fucking bite my teeth, and you know, we grip my teeth, and we I'd say we all proceed to escort her out of this crypt. It has a town. It's drawn with eagles. It's like eagle spread wings is the hilt. So when a sword has its long, its hilt is kind of an eagle spread. I can show you a picture of it. But Pro Gamer Guns proceeds to walk up to the lady with her sword out and asks her if she knows anything about this sword. And the lady looks at her and kind of in confusion and goes, "I don't know anything about weapons." And that made it to Troll Army. As everybody watches at the banquet hall on the screen of the magical orb, or the magic ball, or, yeah, magic crystal ball, a eagle flies into the banquet hall, and a couple of the servants take the letter. But the letter reads, from Troll. Made it to Troll Army. Lots of trolls here. Giants really big. Like really, really big. Okay, so we're gonna head out. Get out of here, guys. I'd say, yeah, we all get the futs out of here. We escort everybody out. Grab Monarch.
Switch to Sprint Unlimited. Just $24 per month per line for 5 lines. Plus, bring your number and get $100 for each leased phone. Unlimited includes the you love with Hulu and mobile.
As we head out, the Tiefling Warrior carves a couple of hexes on the bodies of the bandits that we were fighting. No. Control C. Okay. Habala. Okay, so here's the thing. So we go through the door we were in last time, and we come through the secret door, heading past the armory. We go out the crevice, past the creature that we killed earlier. We walk past its dead body, and we head out through the secret. Or no, you guys came in through the regular entrance. We want to head out through the secret entrance, but you came up by the, yeah, you came up through the ruins. Yeah, that's fine. See here, we can we head through the door. We came through here before. We were in here once before. This is that pool where we were chasing the wizard through, and Cowgirl found a bag that resists water. The familiar sound of rushing water fills the old crypt. We find ourselves walking through the stairs, coming out. The city of Phandalin. We walk the family home. So we enjoy a little conversation with the lady. Let this all load. Oof, it's crashing. Hang on. Give me a sec, guys. Roll20's crashing. Damn it. The whole computer's gonna crash right now. What's going on? Yay. I know you can't tell us where he is, but do you know? No, you can't ask me that.
Everything is a DM.
I know everything is the DM, but yes.
That's why I don't.
Yeah, that's why I don't. That's why I don't role play which way we go. I try not to, at least. I just role play the fight and stuff. Okay, so we so Silver's still down here at the tunnel entrance. Boom, as we all flood out of the so much more detail. It is now about 5 o'clock. It's about 5 o'clock. Yeah. Why?
So it's fine.
I'm sorry. It's the
Because
difference.
Because in that day, how?
Right. But you're allowed to know what time it is and just ask. More like roll one. I know, right? Okay, so we all come out. So I turn to my comrades and I go, we should probably take them home. Escort them back. You know, does that sound like a good plan to everybody? The wizard is located in your hearts. Because love, it is the strongest magic. Oh, someone's watching Once Upon a Time. I quickly look in the bushes. Pro Gamer Guns proceeds to hear a rustling in the bush and proceeds to jump at the bush and kind of strike at it and does some hedge trimming real quick. Ha ha ha. Oh, come on, Red Roll 20. Give me this crap, man. I just want to play with my characters. You don't need to roll. Let it catch up. Sorry. Okay, I think it caught up. Does anybody else need healing? All right. Oh, it's freaking out. Come on. Yep, there it is. I was waiting for it. Proceed to grab my dagger and stab it into my chest, looking for the wizard. What? All right, Monarch. Go ahead and roll for damage. That's a 1d4 plus 0. Monarch proceeds to grab a dagger and pull it out and slice towards himself, giving himself some damage for some goddamn reason. Seeing this, I kind of look to Monarch. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm just kidding. There is no kidding in D&D. No, I know you're kidding. I'm just fucking with you. You tell me stuff like that though. I'm gonna hold you to it. I'll make you roll. For I am the DM. Huh. I want to head to the jewelry store to sell this silver. For sure. Ooh, there you go. You know, Gothix, like, from the beginning just wants to give you his points anyway. Gothix would have 0 points if he could. Freaking Gothix, giving to those who need it. All right. Oh, I missed that. Dictator. Dictator Max. Fuck you. Oh, that's messed up. I don't like that. As Monarch proceeds to all of a sudden be knocked out for some reason, and everybody leaves him behind. I'm kidding. Okay, so we proceed to head as a group. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We come on, select. We start walking down this way, down the path from the Transcendor Manor, and we find ourselves walking past the Sleeping Giant Inn. The wife and the kids start to get a little uneasy, and picking up on this, go ahead and roll a perception check, everybody. Roll a 15. That's a 20. Good. All right, so Cowgirl. Monarch, nope. Yeah, theirs is not showing. 9, that's fine. Just copy and paste it, Skullface, or wait again. A Sleeping Giant, not Sleeping Giant Inn. Sleeping Giant Tap House. Sorry, did I say Sleeping Giant Inn? That's from Skyrim. I meant Sleeping Giant Tap House. Sorry. Way to go.
So, brewery,
Mm-hmm.
bar now,
Mm-hmm.
not a motel.
All right, roll a 5. Okay, so we Cowgirl, as we get closer to the tap house, Cowgirl tells everybody and kind of puts her hand out on my chest and tells me, you know, hold up. And the rest of the group stops. The kids stop. They kind of clench their mom more, and Cowgirl proceeds to notice. And who else was it? Cowgirl and who else rolled high? Nobody. Just Cowgirl. Cowgirl's the one that notices. She notices 4 red brands sitting outside this tavern. They seem inebriated. They don't seem to notice us, nor do they seem like they're really doing anything else. But they're sitting outside the deck. About 4 of them sitting, you know, drinking at this tap house. Sorry, I can't read this. Half of us need to escort the family going home a different direction, and the other half keep watch on the group. You want to split the party? Nope. I'm waiting. This is not an inn. This is a tap house, and it's got a couple of bandits sitting outside it right now that are the same bandits that we've been fighting and destroying their camp inside their I'll keep watch. Okay. Um, okay, so Cowgirl says that she wants to escort, so you're gonna escort too? All right, there's currently all right, so we look to the group and we tell the with this information we tell the kid the wife and kids that it's too dangerous to kind of walk you guys past this tap house, and she goes I this is the giants sleeping giants tap house. This is where the Red Browns like to hide out. And then that kind of confirms everything to us, and we kind of all realize that this is kind of another hangout spot for them. It seems like sounds like a dirtier bar, dirtier tavern. All right, Pro Gamer Guns, you have a good night. Get some sleep. We'll just NPC play you out. I want to make sure the kids don't get hurt. Okay, so I say okay. Okay, me and Monarch are gonna stay, and Pro Gamer Guns goes and sleeps in a bush. He pulls up to the tree and kind of hops up over here and passes out on one of the branches. Okay, so we have Monarch, the kids. So the kids are gonna go with Cowgirl and the Tiefling, right? And Monarch and I are gonna stay behind and keep watch. Blue wants to stay with Max, but I tell Blue go with Cowgirl, because if anything happens, at least me and Monarch can kind of stealth it up a little bit. I know I have disadvantage now because of my new spiked armor, but that's okay. So the group proceeds to take the long way around. I don't have the map drawn out that part, so they go around through the bushes. Cowgirl, Skullface, roll for stealth, and I'm gonna roll for the kids and for the lady. $16 for the mom. This is for the son. 5. 12. Okay. The sun is not very set. We have a 10. Okay. That's okay. So you guys are going the real long way route. You guys aren't gonna cross that way, so it's gonna take you a couple minutes. Not working for Skullface? Of course not. Weird. It's weird that it's not rolling. Okay, so you guys proceed to walk all the way around the left side of the tap house. Slower, not not trying not to make any noise. Most of the attention seems to be out towards the front anyway. And you guys proceed to head to their town near the orchards, or not towns, their house near the orchard. God, the thing is slowing down. It's really... Come on. Lagging real bad. I'm just trying to highlight the characters, but I can't. Okay, there we go. Get down here. So, Cowgirl and Blue and the Tiefling escort the family. The family thanks them and reminds them of the heirloom to, since they cannot really pay anything. They and Cowgirl also reminds them, you know, don't worry about the heirloom, but remember, you know, that you guys are welcome in our kingdom, and to be safe, because this town doesn't seem very safe right now. What? Can I give you my hat? Oh, okay. It doesn't really help with stealth. It does it helps you with disguising. But they proceed to head into their little right here, sorry, right here. Boom. They proceed to head in to their house, and we'll see if we see them later or not. As this is going down, Gothics and Max and Monarch are chilling outside, just kind of watching the tap house. You know, nothing really big seems to be happening, but they're just kind of drinking and stuff like that. Okay. Not really wanting to. We could probably intermission right now, I guess, if we're losing everybody and it's late. 10:40. We can call it here if you guys want, and head to bed. I think we made some leeway. We can call it asleep. Oh yeah, and you have to be attuned to it. That's true too. You have to attune to the hat. It takes about 2 hours. We can just leave it at here. We don't have to go to bed. Like, our characters don't have to go to sleep. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't, even Pro Gamer Gun's kind of taking a nap in the tree. It's kind of like, oh, I'll just let it fly because she's leaving. But I would normally just probably NPC roleplay you, like, for until we get home or get somewhere safe. Bless you. No? Does nobody agree? I think you guys should go. Nobody said anything. I think you guys should go to bed anyway. It's 10:45. I'm starting to get a fucking headache anyway. Yeah, there's only 4 of us anyway, too. I'm not gonna NPC play everybody. We can come back to resting and attuning. Yep. That's why I was saying, yeah, it's 12:46. Yeah, so time for bed, everybody. Not too bad. I think we had a decent little fight. Just minus a couple of, what is it? No, you know, I just I don't know. I'll figure something out. But freaking otherwise, I'll let you guys go get some sleep. Let's end it here. We'll end it with us spying on the Sleeping Giants tap house. Monarch and Gothics and Max. Pro Gamer Guns in the tree. And we'll go from there. Oh yeah, Silver, I forgot. Gotta let Silver follow you. You gotta call Silver over too. He did? When I did? In the cave? Okay.
When we were leaving.
Sounds good. Silver's with you, then I'll have to go put Silver with you. Why did I roll 20? That's why. Yep. Okay, guys. You all have a good night. Get some sleep. I will let you guys go. I had fun. Good job. Good fight. Good practice. Monarch, you scare me. We're gonna have to find ways to protect you more. I can't believe the skeleton actually made it to you without getting attacked with opportunity. Like, it risked 2 opportunity attacks, fucking passed them all, and still got to Mon. Like, I didn't think it was gonna happen. Like, that's not true. You're not near anybody. I don't know what you want from me. Oh yeah, I haven't tried. Because there's a lot more people that are close. You're ranged. You're shooting your fireballs. I know. Yeah. I know. He missed. He missed. There was only one guy who no, I go from top to bottom. Choose that one to miss. I go from top to bottom, like when I write down the health. I'm a very spooky boy. I'll protect him at every moment. Yeah, good luck with that. Well, we're gonna have to find ways for Monarch to be protecting himself, like, you know, that he's not, you're not wasting your time. Not wasting your time, but, like, you'll get things. It's just, we're level 1 right now. Like, we need to start leveling up. Like, honestly, I want to be like, now, we leveled up. We beat the fucking thing. We saved the kids. We gained some fucking experience. You know, be prepared to write the shit down. Like, we're going to level fucking 2 right now. Like, and those who can't handle writing down their shit for level 2, I don't know what to tell you, you know, then fine, you can stay behind and not level up. But I think, you know, it's about time. Like, I need my heal. I have a self-healing ability that fucking I can get. And I can choose my fighting style now. Mine's just a 1d8 by itself, no pluses, so I can roll a 1. Or no, I have a 1d10. It's my health, my hit dice. So it's a 1d10 or some shit and adds, but we got a lot of XP today. Like, I'm not really doing XP because we're not leveling up like that, and I feel that people were overwhelmed. But the thing is I'd like us to be by level 3 here in the next 2 or 3 play sessions, and then I'm okay with that for a little while. People can choose their, like, Monarch, you choose your Bard College, I choose my archetype, everybody chooses, except for Skullface and Cowgirl. Their archetypes are chosen in the beginning. How about hang out on my tail? That's completely possible, yeah. Anything's possible. It's just you gotta realize, like, defense moves where you can be on guard, but then that's your action that you choose to be on guard for a person. It just means it takes your turn, you know. So, like, but then there's, like, shields. Lulz has a shield, the shield of arrow catching. It gives him a 19 AC with when he's using the sword. Oh yeah, when he's on his sword, he has a 19 AC. When he has the bow, he's on a 17 DC. But it takes the damage of any ally within 10 feet of you if you want to take that damage, but you take the damage. Like, and it means that they've already attacked and hit their damage roll, so you are literally taking the health damage for them. But at 12 health, if he can take a hit for somebody if they're about to die. Like, he can be, like, right next to them and they're about to finish it off, and he's like, "Waching, I could protect you." Suffocates. Monarch, get in the bag. I suffocate. Open the bag. Okay. How about on my tail? Or just sit on my back. Yeah, it's, that's the thing. It's a Monarch. Excuse me. He's always been on, like, our shoulder. Or, somewhere. It's completely open to what he's doing, As far as mechanics go for defending him, it's like it's going to be a little harder. He'll be fine, though. Like, Be worried when we're fighting dragons. That's when you want to be worried. And not even just dragons. Not even dragons. Like, not even dragons. Like, there's a lot of things that can kill us and fuck us up. But it's, it's... Right now we're playing a pre-written campaign. So it's going to have its levels. But when we start getting into our own written campaigns... never know what's gonna happen. You know, I'm gonna try not to throw something too strong for us, but you never know. Things can be challenging. Yeah, you have a resistance against fire. I know. I think you got to help me with these though. You got to remind me of this when it's happening to you. If I tell you you take fire damage, you as your character need to remind me that, by the way, I have fire resistance. You know what I mean? That's when it helps me. As a DM, I try to remember everything I can, but I didn't even remember my misses on my melee. I don't. Did something attack me and miss? I don't remember if something did.
Like you.
I got attacked, but I got hit every time.
Yeah, but if you're between guys and nobody.
Mm-hmm. It's like with Monarch. That's why you need. That's why people need to have their character sheets more. But all right, I'll let you guys go. Good talk. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for keeping me company. Get some sleep. All right. How does the Hexblade curse work again? Basically, the curse is you choose the weapon, or you choose a target. You choose a target. So the Hexblade curse, you choose a target once a day. You can do this still at your level, and it gives you +2 damage on that target. You critical roll on 19s and 20s, and if it dies, you get 1 plus your charisma mod health. So 1 plus 5, because your charisma mod is 5. You get 1 plus 5 health. You get 6 health back. You can do that on one target in a day. Long rest per long rest. Short rest? Double check that. Well, we're screwed if we find the vomiting dragon. Yeah, if that or he attacks the castle, tries to Trump Tower, brah. He's attracted to towers. We're just gonna build Pepsi's like fucking dragon. Like it has a lair that's in a tower that's really tall, far away, that has the word Trump on it. Fucking something stupid like that. The Trump card. All right. Good night, guys. Get some sleep. I nurse this headache.